Hi everyone, it's Fjordström. iPadOS 14 is a very nice update, but sadly Apple hasn't added one of the most requested features at the moment, which is external monitor support. So I did some research and came with 12 useful apps that do support external monitors. Here we go. First of all, I'm grateful to have reached 9,500 subscribers last week, which means I'm hitting 10k very soon. To celebrate that, I'll be announcing a giveaway in the near future, so like and subscribe to stay updated. Now, to those of you who are new to iPad, if you connect an iPad to an external monitor, you get these black bars, and you're basically just mirroring your device, so it doesn't really add an extension to your iPad. Now, some apps, they do support external monitors, and I'm really grateful to those developers for adding that feature. Now, app number 1 was recommended by somebody in the comments section of one of my previous videos, and it is Real Racing 3. So it's actually a game, and it's actually the only game I've found until now that does support external monitors. So let's just play a game. It's using my full screen, and it's using my iPad as a joystick or as a controller. So just imagine yourself, you're connected to your screen with either cable or with Apple TV, and you can just use your iPad as a controller while your TV screen is entirely filled with the game, which is very cool because this feels like, there we go, it feels like a kind of gaming console in this case. Now, to make it even feel even more as a gaming console, we can also connect our PlayStation controller or Xbox controller. So I'll just turn it on, and now it should normally connect to my iPad. So now we can start a new game, put the iPad on the side, and just start gaming with our gaming controller. So let's just focus over there. So here it is. Now the fun thing is, if you just put the iPad on the side, it's like I'm gaming on a console or on a computer, and that is really a huge, really nice feature of Real Racing 3 that they support this. So Real Racing 3, it's free in the App Store. Go ahead and download it and try it out. Connect your Xbox controller or your PlayStation controller and have some fun. The next app is Documents by Readdle. It's a very useful app. It was actually a file manager. It is still a file manager, but it was better than the file manager before iOS 11. A very good app, and I really use it as my main PDF manager as well. And so when you open a PDF, you have 3 options here at the bottom. You can just do screen mirroring, or you could just display your document there on top, like your full screen, while you're doing something else. Like you could open a second app. Let's open Twitter, for example, here. There it is. So we can open Twitter here on the side while we're still actually working here in our documents. Now, if I add things, like if I mark up some things over here, then they also turn yellow there. So it's actually live annotating that you're doing right now in the app. So that's very nice that it's built into Documents 5. What else you can do is just add screenshots. And so if you scroll now, nothing happens, or if you mark things, nothing happens, so the image is frozen. So those are the 3 options: screen mirroring, documents, or a screenshot of your documents in Documents 5. App number 3 is a very powerful app that I use every time I have to make a video for my channel, and that I actually used for making this video right now, which is Luma Fusion. You've probably heard already of Luma Fusion before, and if you edit videos and you've been using iMovie until now, definitely check out Luma Fusion. It's way more powerful, you can do way more, and I'll just show you over here. Last week, by the way, they added a new feature, several new features actually in version 2.3, so it's really worth the money once you invest in it. So this is the typical interface. You can choose the way it looks. Currently my navigators are here on the right side. This here is actually my project from yesterday, my timeline with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of video, and I still had 2 or 3 even here at the bottom for audio. You can again go lower than that. Again, a very powerful app, and if you want to use this here as your editing device and that as your output device, then you can tap over here on Output. So now I have this here as my external monitor, so I can just play my video, and there my video is playing now there on my screen, which is way bigger than on my iPad. And if we would go then over here and disable this, because we don't need this anymore, we can just disable it like this, and now I have my full timeline over here and my Explorer over here. I can also just do like this. Now I have only my timeline here. Really have a full view of my timeline, which, look, now I have much more screen estate. I have much more, I can really just see much more. And that is so useful, especially if you have multiple layers. if I disable this, I couldn't see all 6 layers. So that is extremely useful. Definitely check out Luma Fusion if you edit videos. It's definitely worth the investment. Next is an app with a very specific audience. So you might not use this, but I just want to mention it because it's definitely useful as well, which is Teleprompter. So if you open Teleprompter and you open a script, then you'll see yourself and you can read this over here. But look here on your screen. So currently, if I press start, my screen over here is playing actually the script. And if you're really professional and you have like that mirror thing, you could also activate the mirror here. You could mirror horizontally, mirror vertically. So actually this is a very nice app, very useful, and you can control it with your iPad, but also with your Apple Watch, by the way. So very cool. If you need a teleprompter app, definitely go for Teleprompter. App number 5 is Procreate. Every time I see a nice drawing or a beautiful painting on Twitter or on Reddit, it's always drawn in Procreate. So definitely check it out if you're an artist. It's number 1 also in the graphic and design section. And apparently if you connect your external monitor to your iPad, you'll be able to see your drawing or your painting on a larger screen. So you'll be able to see more probably of your painting or drawing. So, but if you are watching this and you already use Procreate with an external monitor, please let all of us know in the comment section how useful it is. App number 6 is a very useful app for teachers and for students especially, which is MindNode. MindNode is a mind map making app, to say it like this. If you launch it, you can already see that your screen is being filled up. And if you open a MindNode, or if you make a new one, let's just make a new one instead, then you can see that this here now is your mind map. You already have this small square. You can double tap here and start typing. So external monitor support, that's it. Then we can hit tab, there we go. But the advantage of course here is, first of all, you get the same thing there, but as you can see, you can get much more here on your screen. So very useful. Let's just add a few here. Wheel racing 3. If we go back here and tap on tab again, we can add on one more. Branch documents 5. That's very cool. You can also add pictures, you can add tags, pictures, stickers. Okay, can we add a sticker? There we go. Documents 5 is a basketball now. And if you tap on share, we can export it to other apps. You can print it. We can export it as a PDF, an image, and so on. Now, I have to say though, to be able to have external monitor support, you do need to take, sadly, the Plus subscription. So that might be a turn off. But I'm just mentioning it here because it does support it technically. But if you're very much into mind maps and you're paying for another app already, have a look at this. You never know, and you might even have a deal with it. So MindNode Plus costs €299 per month, and they also have a year subscription. And over here on this button over here, you can tap and choose either to mirror your screen just like it normally would, or if you turn it off, you can actually use it as a full screen. Screen resolution, and if you go, it says here lock viewport, which means that the screen is locked. Yeah, that's it. So you have many options over here to support your external screens. Very useful if you want to pay extra for the subscription. Now, app number 7 is again an app with a very specific use. Imagine you're in the following situation. You're a student or a teacher or just somebody who's doing a seminar, and you want to show something over here, for example, on your desk for a whole audience to see, but they cannot see it. So you have to use your iPhone, for example, to project something on your large projector or on a large screen. Now I just connected my iPhone to my external monitor, and this is how it looks. So I have these black bars all over, and also the buttons on the right and on the left. And if I would stop it, then I'll get even more buttons there on the left and right. So, and even that green dot, by the way, is there as well that you get with iOS 14. So I want to have a way of having my image over the full screen. So you have an app called CameraVision, and if you open it, you get this over here. So you can choose, first of all, on the left side, rear or front camera. You can also turn on the flash, which is also useful. So currently the flash is on. Then we have the following, which is black, which just blacks out your image, just in case you want to just change something on your setup, and then hit it again and it will appear again. You can also turn on your mic. Now on top here, you can change the resolution and also the way it fits on your screen. So that's a very useful app. Check it out if you need this in a certain situation, CameraVision. Next is an app that you probably already have experimented with if you own an iPad or an iPhone, which is iMovie. So if you open iMovie and you make a movie, then you have your timeline over here, But if you connected this to a larger screen, then you can tap over here, and now my screen is again being used as an output device. So if you have no need to buy Luma Fusion because you don't really have that many timelines over here, or not many layers, and you just want to have a simple video but you need a larger screen, just know that you can connect it and use your external monitor as a larger screen. So yeah, that is how it works, and the image is very crisp as well. App number 9 is Twitch. Now, of course, you already know Twitch, especially gamers out there, you probably also use it. But you probably didn't know that you could actually use an external monitor with it. So let's just open a stream over here. And as you can see over here, it now uses my full screen. Well, over here, I have the live comment section, so I can just send messages and read the chat room over here while I'm watching the stream on my big screen. So that's actually a very nice use of your external monitor within Twitch. Now, of course, it also works are Netflix, which is number 10, and Prime Video, number 11. Not all video apps, they take the whole screen, but Netflix and Prime Video gladly do. So that's good news. Now, it's actually very sad that the YouTube app doesn't do it. So if you open YouTube and you just play one of your videos, then you just get the same view. It just mirrors. And if you open it in full screen, then you get this, black bars all over. So that's very sad. Now, the final app number 12, is an app that solves all of our problems, but I actually already mentioned it in a separate video, but it has to be also in this video, which is Shiftscreen. For those of you who haven't discovered it yet, Shiftscreen is a way of opening multiple web apps or web pages on a full screen and then use your screen as your monitor actually. So currently, as you can see here, my full browser over here is now on my screen. I can add a second website over here, attach a new window. Now on your screen, you also see a mouse over there to be able to navigate from web page from the left side to the web page here on the right side. And that all while you're connected to your iPad. Very useful app if you use web apps a lot. Definitely check it out. It is a paid app though, but I find it personally very useful. Now if you want to have a full review of Shiftscreen, definitely check out the video that I'll link here on top. But this was it. This was app number 12, and so we have 12 apps that support external monitors natively. If you know more apps that support it, please let us all know here in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and see you very soon.